Welcome everyone. My name is Ruslan Ponomariov. I'm professional chess player from Ukraine. I was FIDE World Chess Champion, the youngest grandmaster with 14 years old. I won many chess tournaments, won chess Olympiad with my national Ukrainian team. And in general, I had a very successful chess career for more than 20 years, and I'm still playing chess. And today I wanted to introduce my course called Typical Opening Mistakes. I wanted to share my experience with you. Of course, it's very pleasant for me to talk all about like successful games, the positive experience. But the truth is that sometimes you play good, sometimes you play bad, and this experience I hope would be very valuable for you, that you can learn from my mistakes, that you will not repeat it, but also it will maybe help you to proceed in your own games, to see mistakes that makes your opponent. And so let's go. Let's start with a chapter 1 that I call weak opening preparation. Well, normally you know your opponent, you have some time to check his games, to figure out what you want to play. He probably do the same, but sometimes even after such preparation you fail. So let me show on some concrete examples. Next game I played in 1997. It was World Championship under 20. It was 9th round, very tense moment. As I remember, I was sharing first place with other chess players. But despite playing with black, I was very ambitious. And if you want to fight for the first place, you need to still to win more games. So my opponent was Maciej Bartolomei, and I played with black, and I decided to play very risky, let's say, ambitious, accelerated Marazzi. Well, the point is, if you play g6, that he can play more positional way, c4, and white, let's say, have small strategical plus for a long time. I played different move order, g6, but he played knight c6, take, e5. And I would say this is a little bit already suspicious way to play with black, because as you can see, all my pieces still on the last rank. White obviously have huge advantage in development, but idea that black somehow improved pawn structure, and if I will manage to win central pawn on e5, I will have lots of pawns in the center. I actually played before this line. It's not like but just by accident I decided to play something risky. For example, in 1996 it was European Championship under 18 when I became champion, and my opponent Sochko Bartosz played queen f3, f5, bishop f4. Slowly we finish development, and somehow in such complex play I managed to outplay my opponent and score a crucial point. So this is more or less was my idea to do in this game as well. Maciej choose another move, bishop f4, also very logical, protects e5, queen a5. Here basically my idea was the plan of I play something like risky. Well, if you play with black and you want to win, sometimes you should evaluate this risk. And for example, old theory was sometimes let's say white play castle, I take this pawn, and I try to defend this position, and if I manage like to defend successfully, then I will keep my extra pawn, and if I finish development, then we will win the game. So white need to play more aggressively here. Maciej played move queen f3. Actually, before I had some games already with black. Here I played 2 times bishop e5. I took the pawn, but after bishop f7, king f7, bishop e5, knight f6. In one game, in round robin tournament in Pamplona, my opponent Majem Badals took bishop f6, f6, castle, d5, and somehow I managed to finish development, managed to equalize. You can check on your this game in database. But later another my opponent, De La Villa Garcia, improved with queen f4. No need like immediately give up bishop, and to be honest, like modern engines here claims like white have very huge advantage, and it's visible that black king in the center and opposite colored bishops probably will benefit the side that has initiative, but somehow I managed once again still play and squeeze a draw, but I was not very happy with such opening. So for the game against Maciej, with my coach, we were thinking, analyzing previous game, and we thought that we came to with some smart improvement. And here I played move f6. But my opponent, I guess he also checked my own games from the database. Well, please keep in mind that it was year 1997. The engines was kind of weak. As far as I remember, I didn't use engines at all. The chess base I was using, it was even not Windows, it was MS-DOS system. It was much more slower. Nowadays, you will probably figure out much quicker that you should not to play like this. But still, I should give credit to my opponent and to his coach, Vitaly Tsishkovsky, that he actually refuted totally my lines that I played for many years already. So I suggest pause the video, think for a while, what would you play here with white? Okay, so my opponent, I guess maybe he didn't find it over the board, probably it was already his preparation, but still it was nice that he found, and me and my coach didn't found. To my regret, he played e6. Obviously, he didn't want just e takes f6, knight f6. With such outcome, I would be very happy. Okay, I didn't want the pawn, but still I developed my pieces, and I have 2 central pawns. And later I can play d5, short castle. The same probably some move like castle, short or long. I still would be kind of, let's say, happy. Of course, my piece is still not developed, but at least I'm not suffering for free. I have extra pawn. But my opponent played move e6. I thought e6, it's not possible, and I played d5. I thought, what's going on? I will take bishop e6 and everything is fine. Knight d5 he can take because it's still like pin. But what we missed with my coach, it's actually bishop b5. Only move 12s. And there is like tactical explanation like c takes b5, queen d5, and basically I'm just lose my rook a8 and game is over. That's it. I play queen b6, queen a8, queen e6, bishop e3, and game basically lasted just something like 1 hour or something. Very important game, and I should only blame on my weak opening preparation here. And my opponent, on the contrary, had very good preparation, and he claimed a point.